Elon Musk said that this week will be Tesla's most intense delivery week ever in a new email to employees. In a short email to employees over the weekend and obtained by Electric, Tesla CEO Elon Musk thanked Tesla workers for the hardcore delivery push. Tesla has been known to have intense end-of-quarter delivery pushes due to its distribution system, which is very different from other automakers that use third-party dealerships. Since Tesla sells directly to customers, the automaker owns the vehicle until it is fully delivered to the buyer and paid for. Electric's Fred Lamberto notes that it results in transit times being extremely important for Tesla financially, since the automaker takes on the cost of building those cars and doesn't get any money until the customers can actually pick them up. Therefore, when Tesla has a lot of vehicles in transit at the end of a quarter, the quarter looks bad for them financially. It's why Tesla tries to build vehicles for exportations at its Fremont factory and Gigafactory Shanghai early in the quarter, and vehicles for local deliveries later, in order to allow for transit time by the end of the quarter. However, this strategy results in Tesla's sales and delivery team having to handle significant volumes of vehicles to deliver toward the end of each quarter, which are called delivery waves or delivery pushes. The third quarter of 2021 is ending this week, and it sounds like this delivery push is particularly intense. Earlier this month, we reported on Musk telling employees in a company-wide call that this is the craziest month of deliveries Tesla, TSLA, will ever have. In the new email sent this weekend, the CEO is saying that it comes down to the last week. Musk previously disclosed that Tesla built a lot of vehicles earlier this quarter that had to sit with missing parts for a while due to supply chain issues. The parts were added by service teams later, which contributed to pushing deliveries toward the end of the quarter. In the email, the CEO also reiterated previous comments that delivery pushes should be more manageable in the future. Hopefully, a lot easier next quarter. Musk said that Tesla could let more deliveries slip into next year, but the main difference maker when it comes to flattening the delivery waves is going to be Gigafactory Berlin, which is going to reduce the need for vehicles to be exported from Gigafactory Shanghai and Fremont factory. It is going to both shorten transit times and increase production capacity for local demand throughout the entire quarter. However, while Tesla is expected to start Model Y production at Gigafactory Berlin next month, the production ramp is expected to take a year. We likely won't see a significant impact until next year. In another relevant news, Tesla CEO Elon Musk briefly appeared during the opening ceremony of the 2021 World Internet Conference in Wuhan, China recently. During his appearance via video, Musk confirmed that Tesla would increase investment and R&D efforts in China. Tesla will continue to expand our investment and R&D efforts in China. Tesla hopes to contribute to build a digitized future of shared benefits, responsibilities, and governance, he said. Last month, Tesla China's R&D Center was reportedly nearing completion. The R&D Center will be designing the prototype of Tesla's highly anticipated $25,000 car. The EV automaker's career page reveals that Tesla China has opened several jobs for its R&D Center. Currently, the R&D Center has opened the positions listed below. An operations specialist/lab expert. And R&D operations specialist/expert prototype shop. A test equipment/maintenance technician. A program manager for R&D process and tooling development. 2 R&D engineers for the interior trim team. The conference's theme was a move towards a new era of digital civilization and working together to build a community within a shared future in cyberspace. Keeping with the theme, Musk answered a few questions about artificial intelligence, digital technology, and data security. One of the questions Musk answered asked about his perspective on data security in relation to intelligent and connected vehicles, ICV. I believe data protection is not only an issue of one single company but should be a mutual effort for all industry players. Tesla is working with regulators on finding the best solution for data security, Elon Musk replied to the question. China passed a sweeping new data privacy law on August 20th, called the Personal Information Protection Law of the People's Republic of China, PIPL. China's data privacy law, slated to take effect on November 1st, was modeled after the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR. Musk elaborated even further and said, Tesla has set up a data center in China to localize all data generated from our business, in China, including production, sales, service, and charging. Musk clarified that all personally identifiable information is securely stored in China. Tesla does not usually transfer data overseas. Data is transferred overseas in very rare cases, such as for spare part orders, only after it is approved for transfer internationally. My frank observation is that China spends a lot of resources and efforts applying the latest digital technologies in different industries, including the automobile industry, making China a global digitalization, Musk said. In another Giga Shanghai related news, we learned today that a number of key Tesla suppliers from China are temporarily halting their production as the country deals with an ongoing power crunch. The production shutdowns are part of the company's efforts to comply with Beijing's tighter energy consumption policy, which is caused by surging coal and natural gas prices, rising energy demand, and the country's efforts to cut emissions, to name a few. Foxconn affiliate Elon Precision Engineering, which produces crucial mechanical components for Tesla, noted on Sunday that it suspended its production from Sunday until Friday at its plants in Kunshan, China. The update was related by Elon in a filing with the Taiwan Stock Exchange. The Foxconn affiliate, however, highlighted that it intends to meet its customers' demands despite the country's power crunch. The company will leverage its inventory to maintain the operation while production is halted. We expect to arrange production on the weekends or in the upcoming holidays, next month, to meet customers' needs, Elon noted. Pegatron, another Tesla supplier and a company known for its assembly work for the Apple iPhone, also confirmed to Nikkei Asia on Sunday that its production sites on Kunshan and Suzhou are ready to comply with Beijing's power restrictions. Pegatron noted that as of Sunday local time, its facilities in Kunshan and Suzhou are still operational, but it had already prepared power generators if it receives any notices from the city governments. A number of chip packaging and testing service providers for companies like Intel, Nvidia, and Qualcomm have also noted that they have received notices to suspend their production operations in Jiangsu for several days. These delays could adversely affect the ongoing chip shortage, which is already weighing down the auto sector. China's restrictions for industrial energy consumption comes amidst recent Beijing's focus on the provinces of Liaoning, Jilin, and Heilongjiang and their inability so far to reduce their total power consumption. Other provinces such as Jiangsu, Zhejiang, and Guangdong, which hosts key production sites from several tech companies, have also received strict restrictions on their industrial electricity supply. China's power restrictions have affected numerous industries so far. Apart from the semiconductor industry, coal and steel production have also taken a substantial hit. This would likely result in a challenging fourth quarter for some of China's largest manufacturers, as the coming months typically mark the busiest time of the year. Friends, I think the current energy crisis should be a wake-up call for all countries to go all in on solar and wind power supplemented by battery backup and more transmission lines and a smarter grid that is able to change prices in real time for all consumers. We do not need anything else but solar and wind. There is enough solar and wind to power all of humanity hundreds of times over the current global energy consumption. In another Giga Shanghai related news, I reported earlier today that Tesla Model Y production at Giga Shanghai surges to 1.6K units per day in September. Simon Alvarez reports in today's Teslarati that apparently, Tesla Gigafactory Shanghai has achieved a notable milestone this September. As per recent local reports, Tesla's China-based electric vehicle plant reportedly hit a production rate of 1,600 Model Y per day in September. This was a substantial increase from Giga Shanghai's Model Y output in August, when the company produced 1,000 units of the all-electric crossover daily. The update was posted by China-based publication IT Home. Citing an anonymous source that's reportedly familiar with the company's operations, the publication noted that Tesla's Model Y production at Giga Shanghai effectively increased by 37.5% in September compared to the previous month. Tesla China also produced the Model 3 at a rate of 800 units per day in August 2021. Alvarez notes that a production rate of 1,600 Model Y per day is incredibly impressive. Even if Giga Shanghai's Model 3 production rate was stagnant this month, after all, it would still mean that the company now produces around 2,400 vehicles daily. He says this number is likely to improve further, especially as Tesla continues to optimize both its Model Y and Model 3 lines in Giga Shanghai. If the China-based publication's information proves accurate, it would mean that Giga Shanghai would be able to strengthen Tesla's Model Y supply to other territories in the fourth quarter. The China-based Tesla plant, after all, now serves as the company's primary vehicle export hub. This designation was established in recent quarters, with Giga Shanghai focusing its operations for exports during the first months of a quarter and the facility focusing on the local market in a quarter's latter half. Tesla China's Model Y production is incredibly important for the company's expansion into the international market. With Gigafactory Berlin's launch being delayed, Giga Shanghai effectively stepped in and provided a stream of Model Ys for the European market this third quarter. Tesla Model Y sales in Europe formally started in August, and so far, The all-electric crossover has been received fairly well. In Norway alone, it took only 1 week before the Model Y became the country's best-selling electric vehicle. As the third quarter comes to a close, Gigafactory Shanghai has entered what could only be described as a plaid mode of sorts, with the facility churning out Model 3s and Model Ys at a rate that seems notably higher than before. This should help Tesla make Q3 2021 its most impressive quarter yet, and one that would likely establish the Model Y as the company's most successful vehicle to date. Friends, to be honest, I am kind of skeptical. Those numbers related to Giga Shanghai's Model Y production rate represent a huge jump in only 1 month. 2,400 cars per day in Giga Shanghai alone equates to almost 900,000 cars yearly from Giga Shanghai alone. That doesn't seem plausible. But I hope to be wrong. What do you think? Do you think these numbers are correct? On the other hand, it's possible that many units had part shortages, but Tesla Giga Shanghai was able to complete most assembly and was then spurred to the side off the assembly line. Once those part shortages were alleviated, you then have a sudden, but a short surge in production output. Let me know please your thoughts in the comments section below. Please also subscribe to Torque News YouTube channel for daily Tesla news and give us thumbs up if you find this report informative. I will see you soon in our next report.